Alright, what is up everyone? Thanks for clicking on this video. As you can see, it's my own personal opinion, honest review, well that was a weird way to say that word, honest review of Resident Evil 3, the remake. So yeah, just gonna get into it really, not much else to say. Remake, obviously, 2020, great graphics, runs really well on the Xbox X, character design is on point. It's got the good old character models for like Jill and Carlos. The locations recognisable from the older one, so nostalgia for that. You can like be walking through a place and you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that place from back in the day. But also it's got new enough places, like completely redesigned, where it feels like a new game, new experience. So that's awesome. The interactions between the characters, like Mikhail and Carlos, Jill, all that, felt real. It's like the equivalent of Ada and Leon in the remake of 2 compared to the original 2. This, it just feels more human, more like you're there and there's actually a connection going on. Which can be attributed, I guess, to the new engine, the actor and actress's voiceover skills, the sound and level design, and actual devs and directors of the game itself. And also, maybe I mentioned it, the graphical quality, because it looks pretty damn good. So that's like the intro, basically. The game itself, I will say, this is like one little issue with it. It's quite a short game. My first playthrough, like blind playthrough, was just under 4.5 hours, which is kind of ridiculous, because like Resident Evil 7 was 7 hours, 7.5 hours, something like that. Not 7, Resident Evil 2 was about that long. So for it to be 4.5 hours is quite short, but the original one was pretty short as well. I think it was one of the shortest Resident Evils actually ever made, I'm pretty sure. Like my fastest time in the original, I think was about 54 minutes, 55 minutes, something like that, which is the shortest I've ever had. I can't even get close to that on my favourite Resident Evil, which is 4. So it was a pretty short game to start off with, but you know, even though it's short, it's Resident Evil, so it has all the replayability in the world, you know. It's got unlockables, challenges, achievements, trophies. You can find new ways to go through the game, you can buy things to make it more enjoyable. I don't know, it's got a lot of stuff in it, so even if you beat the game once, I mean over the weekend I got it on Thursday, and I've finished it 11 times, so, and unlocked everything in it. So it's not a long game, but it has quite a bit of stuff to do in it. Like I've got about almost bang on 48 hours of game time. So it's not like you're not exactly going to be sitting around there, finish it once and then be like, oh, I've got nothing else to do. You've got a lot to do in it. So love that about Resident Evil. The pricing of the game, get on to that. It's a normal price. I mean, people were crying about the price. Well, if there was an option to buy the campaign without Resistance, for it to be like a third of the, or not a third of the price, like 75% of the price or like half the price, I'd much prefer that, because I don't really care about Resistance. I've not played it, I've not even loaded it up yet. I probably won't ever actually load it up. It's a separate download, so that's good, and it's a separate achievement list, so that's even better. But you know, Resident Evil 2 was 55 when I got it, and that was a deluxe edition. Resident Evil 3 didn't really have a deluxe edition on digital. I mean, so I don't know, that's not really anything to complain about there. It's the normal price for a game that comes out these days, 50 quid, you know. And also, yeah, I'm referring to Resident Evil 2 a lot. It's because I know Resident Evil 7 was the start of the RE engine, Resident Evil games, but Resident Evil 7 feels so much different compared to 2 and 3, with its gameplay, its atmosphere, its level design, characters, the story. So I'm not really going to refer to Resident Evil 7 as much as 2, because 2 and 3 are well, I mean, they're set at the exact same time as well, so you know, what better game to compare 3 to than its counterpart that came out a year before. Oh yeah, also it had great reviews. I was trying to think of what I was trying to say there. Also, Resident Evil 2 had great reviews, so you know, it's a good comparison, you know. Moving on. Unlockables in games are something that I love. So, love unlockables in Resident Evil games, like the launchers, the machine guns, equivalent of wonder weapons from COD Zombies, like the Raiden from, well, the remake of 3 and the PRL 412 from Resi 4. Love going for them. If I see like unlockables in a game, I'm going for those unlockables, you know. It's like I'm getting them done. Staying true to the OG, like the original Resident Evil 3, where it had a shop to purchase your weapons and whatnot, like the infinite ammo weapons. In the original, yeah, you did mercenary mode to get money, then buy the weapons, like the minigun, rocket launcher, machine gun, that sort of thing. The remake of 3, however, mixes Resi 5. Well, the box is mixed. Like, you have the inventory box, obviously, which has been in it since the first Resident Evil, so you know what the inventory box is. You've got Resident Evil 5's point unlock system, so you earn points by doing challenges and whatnot. You then use those points, like Resident Evil 6, to buy the unlockables in the shop. So it's pretty cool. I like that. And all of this, after all of this, like I said, there's so much stuff to do in it. You can buy the coins, you can buy the mixing kits, you can buy the lockpicks, bolt cutters to make it all go a lot more smoothly. So finish the campaign once. You can finish it once, you can finish it 100 times. You've still got stuff to do in it. And I like that about the game. It's good. It's fun. Especially that raiding gun. It's so awesome. Anyway, speaking of replayability and the shortness of the game, it's definitely made up for in the fact that it's 5 different difficulties. Now, as far as I can think, that's the most that any other Resident Evil game has ever had. It's got assisted, which is used for if you've never played a game before and you don't know how to hold a controller for the console you're playing on. It's got standard difficulty, which is effectively just normal. You know, it's a normal difficulty. Basic gameplay, little challenge, but still plenty of ammo and whatnot. Then you got hardcore. Once you beat that, hardcore is it's up there. It's not as hard as Resident Evil 2, but it's still getting into the nitty gritty of Resident Evil, where you can really slip up with like ammo conservation and whatnot. It's like a 2-hit kill, that sort of thing. You still have autosave, so that's not really, you know, it's not much of an issue. Enemies are tougher also, so that's fun. And then the final difficulty, no. Oh, I missed one. No, I didn't. Okay, right. Nightmare is the second to last difficulty, which is a real pain in the ass. It's got 2, sometimes a 1-hit kill, even less ammo, tougher enemies, and more enemies. They have a different spawn in Nightmare as well. And then in Inferno, which is the highest difficulty, you've got like... I didn't even try and do this. I mean, I've finished them all, but Inferno I did with infinite weapons, because it starts off in the alleyway. You have about 6 zombies standing there, 5-6 zombies, and at that point you'd have maybe 40, maybe like 30 rounds for the handgun, and you get a magnum as well straight off the bat. So that just goes to show how bloody tough it actually would be. You turn a corner, there's like 50 zombies sitting there. Later on in the game you get ambushed by hunters, and usually it's 3. This time it's 5 hunters. It's bloody annoying. So Inferno is a real difficulty. That makes sense. Shut up. Next on the list is, after talking about the ammo that you get in standard mode, I haven't played assisted, wouldn't know about assisted, because that just doesn't exist in my Resident Evil vocabulary, you know. I'm ripping into assisted. I mean, you can play it. I'm not gonna play assisted, you know. I'm gonna play standard at least. But yeah, the ammo on standard, there's so much ammo in it. Like Resident Evil was known in the OG for being a survival horror, where you have to manage your ammo, choose when to use it, choose when to avoid enemies, that sort of thing. But in assisted you get, in standard you get so much ammo. I mean, like the first time I finished it, I was hoarding ammo for the shotgun for the fights with the bosses, which I'll get to in a bit, by the way. And I finished it. I think I had like 50 rounds, 40 shells, something like that, for the shotgun. And I was just like, well, there's so much ammo. But like that's beside the point. Hard in the original was the normal gameplay difficulty, so maybe hardcore in the remake is actually just meant to be standard, because you do get a normal amount of ammo in hardcore. You get like, you have to actually conserve ammo and whatnot in it, a little bit sort of. And easy in the original was effectively standard in the new one, but you got a machine gun in the original. Assisted in the new one, you get a machine gun as well, but you know, just play the game in standard. Obviously, the damage that you do to the enemies and that they do to you decreases and increases as you go up in the difficulty. But you know, that's pretty much it. You get a lot of ammo in the game. That's what I'm trying to say, which is strange for Resident Evil. Yeah. So the boss fights, like I said, I'll get to them in a second. I like the boss. Like, I mean, honestly, the character design for Nemesis stage 1, 2, and 3. Well, mainly stage 1 and 2. I love them. They're absolutely incredible. I don't know what it is about it, but it just looks, especially stage 2 Nemesis, where he's like some kind of hyena dog hybrid. It's so awesome, and they're just amazing. So the boss designs, Nemesis designs, amazing. Wouldn't change them. The boss fights are integrated into the game quite well. How you can, I mean, like in the original, how it would go black and white and you could choose to run away or fight Nemesis. In this, it's sort of mandatory that you fight him, obviously because it's a boss stage. But there are sections, like when he's chasing you through Raccoon City, like through the alleyways and whatnot. If you do obviously enough damage to him, he'll drop a case, which he would do in the original if you chose to fight him at those situations. So you can drop like ammo or parts for your gun, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I like that, staying true to the original on that, so nothing really wrong there. The boss fights themselves, I don't know what it is about them, but they feel really not lackluster, they just feel, I don't even know what word to use to describe this. It's like, they feel easy, for lack of a better term. I mean, like, the final fight with Nemesis, he's got a few attacks that if you don't dodge them properly, he's going to kill you. But, like, what boss doesn't? I mean, Gardor from Resi 4 has a slash attack, but if you're low enough in health, he'll just take your head off. So, a lot of enemies in Resident Evil games have an insta-kill attack, depending on your health, so whatever. But the fights, the boss fights in 3 just feel, well, yeah, just easy, like I said. They're a lot on time or trigger based. Like the second stage, you're just waiting on Carlos helping you out, and yeah, you can do a lot of damage to him. Like, it is damage based as well, but I don't know. It just feels. I mean, you can beat the game with a handgun, I'm pretty sure. So that goes to show A, how much ammo you get, and B, you don't need the Magnum. I mean, like, I've gotten to the point of just using the Magnum for the sake of using it because I picked it up, so I don't want to waste it. You know. Like, I'll just run around shooting zombies in the head with a Magnum. And you don't do that in any other Resident Evil. Like, that'd be a complete waste of ammo. But, whatever. Yeah. The final fight, hinging on the easy boss fight aspect I was just talking about. I know in the original one it is the railgun you need to use, so you need to push the big batteries in and use the railgun to kill Nemesis. But in the original one you had to lure Nemesis in front of the railgun. And this one, it's just an actual handheld railgun, so a little bit different there. It's more action oriented, obviously, so more modern Resident Evil will be more action than anything else. It's also a third person over the shoulder, obviously, so they want to get you into the action, which I do like about the game. I love that in games, so I'm not really complaining about that either. So yeah, I'm gonna get off. Oh yeah, well actually, yeah, one more point about that: the boss fights in 3 compared to others, like in 4 with U3, you need to keep shooting until it's done, you know, like rip and tear till it's done, that sort of thing. And this one, it's just sort of like hold off, shoot the weak spots, and then use the big, like, 1-shot kill weapon, or 3-shot kill weapon. So, you know, it's cutscene based. Either way, overall, the game's great. As an honest review, I would say that, to recap, it's short, but it has a lot of replayability. The story makes sense, so like when you're going through Raccoon City Police Department, like the police station is Carlos, you can see different things that like you do that then if you've played Resident Evil 2 you'll be like, oh, that's how that happened, or oh, that's different because Tyrant hasn't come through it yet, cool, that sort of thing. It's well optimized. Like, I read a comment on somewhere that some guy was bitching about how unoptimized it was. It's talking shit. I mean, I've played it, like I said, 48 or so hours that I've spent on it since Thursday. Completed it 11 times, done all the challenges, all the achievements, and it's only crashed once yesterday, on Sunday. So, you know, that's an Xbox One X, so might work better in that than others. But it's perfectly optimized. It's no issues with that. It doesn't run slow. It doesn't hang up on anything. There's one glitch that I found in the demo, but that was the demo, so it doesn't really count. Sometimes the hunters are stuck indoors, which isn't an issue. I'd rather they stay out of the goddamn room that I'm in. But no, the game runs fine. It's got no issues like that. Good replayability. The weapons are really satisfying to kill zombies with, like the Raiden, the one-shot crit hit weapon, and the hot dogger, which is like a flaming knife, which is pretty fun. And overall, it just feels like a good Resident Evil. Like, yeah, again, it's more action-oriented, but the over-the-shoulder third persons are more so like that, because that's the whole point of an over-the-shoulder third-person shooter, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely top 5 Resident Evil games, I would say. Absolutely up there, definitely. Couldn't really give you a place for it just now, but you know. If you like this video, then check out my Resident Evil 4 review. Well, sort of review. It's a lot shorter looking at the timestamp right now, but you know, you can check it out if you want. Watch my other videos. Thanks for watching this one. Again, these are my opinions, so you know, chill out if you've got any other opinions. Just, you know, think to yourself, wait, actually, yeah, this is his opinion. I'm just gonna shut up now. Comment what you think. Like I said, I'm trying to hit 350 subs, so if you can subscribe, that'd be awesome. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Like if you agreed, or even if you like the game, just like the video. I don't know, something like that. Thanks for watching, and